Okay, so I got this tool, this Gerber CenterDrive. Decided I'm gonna do a quick review on it and let you guys know what I think about it. And so here it is. It's not gonna be too long. Got it in. I'm doing it one-handed. Um, Real quick, I got it in this. Came with the sheath, smaller sheath. I have it set up for side carry because when I carry it this way, it rides. There's too much free play on the belt, and I don't like how it rides. So side carry, but no, the issue is it. Okay, so it comes with this set of bits, which are nice. They're good bits, typical standard bits going a bit driver, and that's it there. That's the sheath. Slides in and out. Now, what I found, good one on the tool for the pliers, you know. What I found with using it with this sheath is, look at this now. Let's show you guys. Let's say you're gonna put it in here. You have to focus on what you're doing, because if not, you see that? It's getting snagged up right there. Right? Oh, well, it worked this time, but when it's on your belt and there's a little pressure on the other side, you know what happens? It gets snagged right here and does that, right? So most of the times I have to remember to turn it this way and slide it in so it doesn't get snagged up too easily, and then this thing tends to snag on the end, so you have to, there we go, see, it does it. You have to kind of really push it in to get it in, and then, because if you don't get it all the way in, it's not going to lock properly. Anyway, enough with that. So main purpose of this is to have a dedicated full-time replacement screwdriver, and this is a good idea, very good idea. However, design quality for the handle here, thumbs down for me. Reason why: here has too many, this side is too hot. I'm a mechanic, I use tools daily, and I have beefy hands. They're not soft in terms, I can take pressure, I can hold stuff tight, but now when you're squeezing on this thing, now look at this, right? It's in my hand. You see that right there? Now imagine this, the edge of this, when you're really bearing down on something to do that type of motion, this digs into your hand. This digs into your hand. This digs into your hand, and it is terrible. Now, if you have to, let's say you're bearing on something and you're pushing into it, look at that, right? When you're pushing forward into it, now you have hot spots. See, you go, because you can't hold it on thing, right? So you're gonna push into it. So now you're gonna be pushing sometimes on this side, so you have a little spot from here. This thing, see, watch, look at that. That sharp edge, it's terrible. Sharp edge, terrible. It is not comfortable, not to use. If you have on gloves, like thick gloves, not nitrate gloves or anything like that, but if you have on thick cloth woven gloves, I'm sure it's not bad, but outside of that, no, I don't recommend it. For comfort, it's not there. However, the screwdriver is good. The knife, it's a good quality knife. I mean, it cuts. And things I don't like about it, the pliers. Now, these pliers, again, hot spot, gripping. Hot spot. Now you have the additional hot spot of this tool, this, and this in your hand. Now you have to be mindful of how you're holding it. If you are holding, let's say you're gripping a nut, you're gripping something and you're pushing that type of force on it, forward force, as well as grip, you're squeezing it tight. Now you have to keep in mind, if you hold it this way, or you're getting all the hot spots on your fingers, and at the same time you're going to hotspot that, and oops, there you go, problem. So not good. Same now, if you hold it this way, all the hot spots are going to be here in your hand, and if you're not careful, you're still going to squeeze it, and it's going to want to come back on you, right? So that's a problem. For me, I've used the very first day I got this tool. I carried it to work. I had to go by JetBlue, and while I was in there, they reported a problem with their handset for the flight attendants' handsets. So I ended up saying, let me take it out. Instead of having to run all the way back down outside to the maintenance van, I just took this out, because just some screws. I did it with this. It did the job well. Two things to note, aside from having a bit here, pop it out. This is also a 1/4 inch nut driver, right? But you have to be careful because of that magnet. If you're driving a small nut, it can get sucked up in there. It'll be hard to come out. But if it's a 1/4 inch like bolt, as an example, when it gets sucked up, pull it right back out. So that's that. Anyway, the thing about this tool now, which I really don't like, it lacks a lot of what you should have in a multi-tool. That's my personal opinion. Because okay, you have a screwdriver, nut driver, a knife on the outside, and then you kind of have here these pliers. These cutters will cut, but they don't cut everything. They'll cut some stuff. I mean, as long as you're cutting 25 thou safety wire up to, I don't know, the biggest I've cut was 42 thou. With it does cut. If you're trying to cut anything such as insulated wires, or what was giving me problem the other day, some tie straps. Yes. Oh my gosh, this would not cut a tie strap. This would not cut a tie strap, which is ridiculous. I had to take out the knife and I had to carefully cut it. This would not cut a tie strap. That's ridiculous to me. Anyway, on the inside, the tools, no, okay. The file is okay. I haven't used it yet, really. I used it a little bit, but it's alright. The file is a file. The rest of the tools inside here, I don't need. Sorry guys, sorry about that. But these tools, I don't need. The serrated blade I use, serrated blades come in handy all the time because when you get parts and they're in boxes or they're wrapped up with all of that stupid styrofoam and stuff, like excessively wrapped, shreds through them real quick. This little pry bar bottle thing right here, I don't use it. I don't have a need for it. And this little thing as a awl, you know what? I'll be honest with you. This does have a use. However, I wish it was longer. The size is good for me. I wish it was longer. Reason why is because you need more reach. I need more reach because let's say the other day there was a piece of honeycomb material that I had to put a screw through, and the screw was bigger than the hole. I took this out, I used it, it worked extremely well, but it was too short. So that's that, Do I recommend this tool? No, I do not. Because why? I don't think it's a practical tool for a multi-tool. I think it's a good concept, but it can be developed further. There are no scissors on this model. I hear there's another model with the scissors, but it needs to be more comfortable. Now, I will show you this. I have, right here, I have a surge. Now, the surge, in terms of the pliers, this one is really stiff. I haven't gotten it broken in as yet, but the surge, these pliers are better to me than these, because now with these here, they're spring loaded. I like the spring loaded idea. However, they do not grip small items well. You know, they slip. If you can see there, it has space. You know, this one has no space at the tip. You know, inside there has some space, but at the tip it grips. You know, I use this. I had some swarf in my finger this morning. I used this, and it, like a tweezers, I pulled that swarf right out. This would not do it. This is rubbish. You know, the thing with the tip on this, it just doesn't grip tight enough. So outside of that, this is a good tool to use. I mean, as a basic. I mean, if you're going to be using it to go fishing and pull a fish hook out of a fish mouth, yeah, it's okay. But other than that, I don't recommend it.